Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Todd from NC Fit Club, and this is my carbs video that I talked about a couple weeks ago that I promised you guys I would do. Not groundbreaking stuff. I didn't reinvent the wheel. I'm just doing stuff that seems to work. And Alicia, I got to give my wife Alicia credit for this because she kind of reminded me about it when she was doing the Asylum. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then I started doing it, and then I remembered why I did it. So this actually is from the Get Shredded guide that comes with Insanity, the Asylum, which you can use and adapt to any program that you're doing. And it basically runs down like this, and I'll kind of read this to you real fast. First meal of the day, 7 to 8 a.m. for example, protein and a starch, basically around 500 calories, maybe as low as 300 calories. Your second meal, which would be a mid-morning snack, let's say 10 to 10:30, protein and a starch, or a protein and a vegetable, anywhere from 300 calories to 400 calories. Your lunch would be, for example, 12:30 to 1:30, protein and vegetable with the starch. You know, it says 3 times a week. You know, basically around 300 calorie lunch. Your mid-afternoon snack would be 3:30 to 4:30. All salads, veg out. You know, basically just complete veggies, around 300 calories. Supper time would be like 6:30 to 7:30. A protein and a vegetable. Around 300 calories, and this is where we really try to do it. Basically says no carbs, so we try to do no carbs at supper at the end of the day. And then if you were going to eat from 9 to 10, eat something like Shakeology, or choose a meal option from steps 4 or 5, which would be like a salad or veggies. You know, Shakeology is an amazing thing that you can drink right before you go to bed that will not keep your body from burning off calories that you got that day. It actually helps you in your digestion system. It doesn't keep you from being able to burn off calories while you sleep or whatever. So that's the basic idea of what the Asylum does. It's basically, for me, it was heavy carbs in the morning, or heavier carbs as far as my heaviest carb meal would be in the morning. Then, you know, medium carbs in the afternoon. And then after lunch, I basically tried to not do any carbs at all. And that seemed to really help as far as leaning up and getting the best results. And then basically the carbs are going to fuel you, especially for somebody like me that plays basketball in the morning or whatever. When I would carb up in the morning for breakfast, for example, I felt like I had more energy. I felt like I was able to play better. I felt like I didn't need that extra push. I had the energy that it took to get through it, and actually felt pretty good afterwards, and still had energy to get me through the rest of the day. So I'm going to also include a quick video from Shaun on Dr. Oz talking about this very same thing. So check it out.
We're going to be really concrete about this. What does that mean to taper off your carbs?
Taper down effect. That means you want to eat more of your carbs in the morning because they give you the most energy throughout the day. Let me tell you something right now. We're going to eat some carbs. Okay? Check it out.
All right. We broke it up, to be clear about this, between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for breakfast, and here's the pie chart over here, we want you to have about 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% fat. Right? This meal, and there's a lot of food there. Would you agree that's a lot of food for you? It's more than the coffee you have for breakfast. This is 600 calories, which is going to be within the range of what you're allowed to have. That's what that looks like. Lunch is 25% carbs, so it's less than the 40% you have for breakfast, 45% protein, and 30% fat. And this is what this looks like. And finally, the pie chart for dinner looks a little different. Only 15% carbs. Now we're talking about a low-carb dinner, 55% protein. It's a lot of protein, which will keep you satiated, and you get about 30% fat. The fat stays pretty similar throughout this. This is about 350 calories. What do you think? Doable?
Sounds doable.
Step one's not hard, right?
No.
We're going to make it easy to do the right thing.
The exercise I'm worried about.
You get, well,
I got that covered.
The exercise is going to be a little different from what you've experienced, but you know, Shaun's wonderfully gifted at making this accessible to folks, and it's going to change your mind about the role it plays in your life. But it starts here. Okay. Step number 2. The secret ingredient for Shaun are sweet potatoes. And he actually says he wants 2 servings of sweet potatoes a day. 2. Why
I mean, think about it. Most people only eat sweet potatoes at Thanksgiving. Me, I'm going to speak in third person right now. Shaun eats them every day. But the most amazing thing about it is it carries so many nutrients. I call it that powerhouse food. Yeah. Like, you feel really good after you eat it, and it fuels your body well.
Tiffany, these are fake fries, by the way, just to be clear on this. But, you know, all of these are prepared in a way that harvest the rich nutrients in the sweet potato. And again, you got to pick one of these. Which one would you do?
Of those?
Yes. You want them all?
Fries. I like them all.
You want them all?
I love sweet potatoes, so
you do?
it should be easy for me.
We're getting back into your size 1. Was it a size 1, that dress?
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed, a size 1. Okay. All right, and rule number 3, and this is an important one, is that foods that expire within a week are important for you. If they don't expire in a week, you don't want to have them in your pantry or in your cupboards or anywhere near you.
Okay.
Shaun, why is that so important?
Why is that? You have packaged fruit and you have mixed berries. This is natural. This is something that is on the counter. The supermarket changes it out every few days because it goes bad. This can sit on the shelves for months, and you can't really see, but there's juice in there. People are like, well, fruit juice is good. But that is straight up sugar. As sugar, as all these preservatives in there, it's just not good for your body. Do you want to feel healthy or do you want to feel lethargic? Because some of those things make you feel that way. And I'm telling you, if you try this, you will not only feel really better, but you will see your body start to change. And this is just the food part. And I think we're going to get into the exercise part.
We are going to, but I make an important point here. When we talk about natural foods, the reason they work is your body understands them and will naturally take you to the weight you want to be at. And I know that a lot of folks, I saw you all hold your clothes up there, you're angered and frustrated because you're doing the right things you think, like the fruits, but not the right kind, that take you in the wrong direction without realizing it. So there's an awareness here that's going to help you out.
All right, guys, so that was it. Nothing new. Didn't reinvent the wheel. Just basics information that we got from Shaun T and stuff like the nutrition guy from P90X and P90X2. But this is a very simple, easy thing to do. It doesn't overthink it. It makes it, you know, it keeps it doable for you, and you're not having to sit there and make it rocket science, which always will make you fail if you make it too hard. So if you got any questions, reach out to us, info@ncfitclub.net, or find us on the web, ncfitclub.net. All right, guys, see you later.